Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. The run-up to elections 2024 has already started. With the elections less than a month away, when the citizens of the first states go to polls, it becomes pertinent to know about what the result may be. All the political parties are set for this biggest battle to cross the halfway mark. On one side, the BJP has set the slogan Abki baar 400 par, and the Prime Minister is on a trail of campaigns and rallies across the country. On the other hand, the Congress party has also released its sixth list to compete with the ruling dispensation. Many alliances have been broken because of seat-sharing issues, and many have managed to stay together. Many leaders have even jumped ship in what is proving to be an already charged election battle. At last, it will all come down to the point what Janta wants, what is their issue to vote. Today, we, in fact, take a look at what the Janta in Gujarat feels. We'll talk about it with our guest. I'm going to go over to the big screen and try and show you what the people of Gujarat feel. As we already know, Gujarat has been a paradigm player when it comes to Prime Minister Modi's popularity. First up, of course, his tenure as the Chief Minister and the Viksit Gujarat dream that he in fact used or rather leveraged to become Prime Minister. The first question that we asked in this survey is, what is your biggest issue in the Lok Sabha election? And of course, much like all the other states that we've been trying to show you, it is development. Second close is unemployment, but if you look at the two in comparison to some of the other states like Telangana and Maharashtra and even Uttar Pradesh, unemployment in Gujarat has not been such a big or an imperative agenda to begin with. But nevertheless, development is also something which has raked up time again when it comes to the state of Gujarat, which has always been very Bharatiya Janta Party heavy ever since the late 90s as well. In fact, in 2019, the 26 Lok Sabha seats, all of them went to the Bharatiya Janta Party. Moving on to the next one, we will also try and ask the people, or we tried asking people, on what basis will you cast your vote in the Lok Sabha elections? And of course, the tallest edifice over there is the work done that the BJP has done in the state of Gujarat. And of course, second is what kind of a party is it? You know, regardless of the work that they have done, regardless of the optics that they've been able to deliver, regardless of what people feel should have happened, they think it's the Bharatiya Janata Party that they are going to vote for by default. This is the pathology of the people of Gujarat, much like the kind of pathology that we have seen for the southern parties in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka as well. Moving on, the third question that we asked was, how has Prime Minister Narendra Modi performed as the Prime Minister? And of course, 54.24% of the people felt that the Prime Minister has done very good work. 23.76% people felt that he has done good work. 15.69% of the people felt that his work was average in Gujarat. But most of the people felt that the Prime Minister has lived up to his promises and has delivered on what he said when he said. Moving on. Fourth question, how will the Modi factor work in the Lok Sabha elections? Of course, 55.11% of the people feel that it's the Modi factor that is going to be responsible for getting the Bharatiya Janata Party the much coveted victory. Abki baar 400 par slogan. 24.67% of the people feel that he is obviously responsible for the kind of popularity the BJP has enjoyed for the last 10 years and will continue to enjoy in these forthcoming elections as well. Moving on, we also asked, who do you think, I beg your pardon, who will form the government in 2024? Unequivocally, the answer was 75.24% of the people felt it is going to be the NDA. What kind of a percentage are they going to get? Is it going to be actually 400 par? We really don't know, but the common denominator that differentiates the Bharatiya Janata Party from the India Alliance, which is at 18.45%, is of course the premonition that people have that it's the Bharatiya Janata Party that is going to form the next government. And they are absolutely sure that there is no stopping that now. It only, in fact, boils down to What are the numbers going to be? Is it actually going to be 400 par? Is it going to be anything less than that? If so, what will happen? But the fact of the matter is most of the voters have made up their minds. Most of the pollsters, the pundits, the opinion polls have already given a verdict that it's the Bharatiya Janta Party that's coming to power for the next 5 years. Mr. Mukesh Tyagi, BJP spokesperson, with us on the program. Nishant Rawal, Congress spokesperson, also with us on the show. Advocate Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, joins us on the show as well. Himanshu Bhatt, senior journalist, with us on the program. Also, Nikhil Jain, political analyst, joins us on the program too. Chandani Preeti Shah, political analyst, with us on the show as well. Nishant, I'll begin with you. Nishant, are you there with us?
I can hear you well.
All right, Nishant, I want to start with you because obviously I have laid out the premises for our conversation for the next hour. Do you think that it's correct that most of the country feels that the BJP, the NDA, is going to come back into power? And if you differ, on what basis and on what connotations do you think this is a victory which is overhyped and the BJP could be in for a rude shock?
First of all, I would like to correct one thing. You said NDA and you said India Alliance. Well, in NDA, A means also alliance. So we have to start speaking NDA Alliance if we are just separating two words, but we are India anyway. Second point I would like to raise, there are no points remains in India right now in the past 10 years of corrupted rule by BJP because they are asking for votes on the matters. They are asking for votes on Article 370. They are asking for votes on Ram Mandir. Where is Rojgar? Where is jobs? Where are 2 crore jobs been promised to India 10 years ago? Where are 30 lakhs jobs in governments are still vacant? Where is the women empowerment? Where is the women rights? Where is the farmers' debt? You said in 10 years of their rule, they never just once in 10 years of their rule, they never ever at all talk about farmers' debt. 700 farmers lost their lives in 2021 during the agitation against the government. No, Prime Minister has no time to speak about it. Prime Minister has no time to speak about poor people. Right now, they are feeling proud. They are giving free anaj, free everything to 80 crore people, more than half of the Indian population. Is it the matter of proud or is it the matter of shame? If you talk about freedom, hunger, health and survival index, we are at 146. If you think about hunger index, global hunger index, we are on 111 position where the poor countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, they are ahead on us. If you talk about human freedom index, we are on 112. I am talking about human development. Where is human development? There is a big difference between economical growth and economical
Nishant,
development.
is this going to shape? Nishant, I
growth.
agree with this, and these are numbers that we have all heard time and again on a number of platforms. But the question that I'm asking you, is this going to change the result of the elections, whatever you have said?
Yes, it will start from Gujarat. And in fact, it has started from Gujarat. The constituency I came from, its name is Vadodara. And you have seen the drama going on from BJP side. They have to change the candidate. The candidate who has been changed was the member of parliament past 10 years. Why they have changed? When you have done development, real development in Gujarat. Again, at the second position, Sabarkantha, you have seen the drama going on today. BJP's 15,000 workers were on road. Internal aggression, internal agitation is going on. They did not open their local BJP office. So I'm damn sure the internal agitation, because right now BJP has two types of BJPs. They have two types of division. One is BJP to BJP. Second is to Congress to BJP people. And when people from Congress, it doesn't matter it's Gujarat or other states in India, when they left Congress and joined BJP, very next day, they get Rajya Sabha tickets.
But Nishant, what did you make of the polls and the narration that it brought about? This is the Janta ki Awaaz. This is the absolute Janta ki Awaaz. This is not something that has been cooked up. They favor the NDA. They favor Prime Minister Modi. They are happy with his work. How do you respond to that?
When that doesn't mean that I'm not respecting your polls. in your poll, one thing I have marked, you have mentioned 36.9% people have choose party symbol and party names, and 13.25 people choose candidates. But my question is very simple. Why BJP started changing their candidates all over the India when candidates does not matter for them? Because BJP is playing their politics under the name of only and only Modi ji. But India Alliance wants to play, Congress wants to play against so many muddas arising in these 10 years. They have given guarantees, so many guarantees in year 2020, year 2014, year 2019. Also, they have given so many promises. Please give me answer. You can count only 5 of their guarantees been fulfilled, a part of 370, a part of CAA, a part of Ram Mandir. Ram Mandir is not made by BJP anyway, so it was not their guarantee anyway. Ram Mandir is made by one Sansthan, right? Where are the jobs? Why?
So,
I'm just give me 10 seconds.
Nishant, I
Just
just want to ask you one question. You're saying that the BJP is going helter-skelter, changing their candidates. What's your logic? Why are they changing them?
internal agitation,
Okay.
internal angerness.
But do you
because
think-
they have gathered so many Congress ideology people in their party?
Do you think if
in fact, in Gujarat,
if you think that Pravesh Verma and Mr. Biduri were not changed, your party would have also made a lot of noise that why are these people still in the party? Right? I'm asking you, Nishant.
you are asking me, Vinit.
Yes.
Vinit, just Vinit. I want to clear my few points in 10 seconds.
Quickly.
My question is, when you talk about people of India, when you talk about MSMEs, when you talk about small medium businesses, why Stanley Morgan report says in 5 years 36,000 small and medium enterprises left India and they settled their wealth in foreign countries? Why 8.5 lakh people left the citizenship of India? This is too much, big figure. Just
Okay.
last 5 years.
Okay.
Vinit. Why
Let
people are leaving
me
India?
ask Mr. Mukesh Tyagi of the BJP to answer all your questions. Mr. Tyagi, I hope you've heard the discourse. We've just heard from Mr. Nishant from Congress. How do you respond to each one of them? There seems to be internal agitation in the Bharatiya Janta Party. Obviously, if you talk about the Arthvyavastha, which is the economy, that is also not doing so well because a number of people have left. There's been an exodus of companies as well and individuals as well because they do not consider India a favorable destination to turn 10 cents into a dollar.
No, I think everybody has an entitlement to live in fool's paradise and make such kind of preposterous prediction, which I will not blame a Congress spokesperson. That is his political compulsion to speak on these lines, which is
But please reflect on the hunger index. Please reflect on the hunger index.
No, you see, hunger index, I mean, Vineet, you have been debating for such a long time. There are statistics which are so conspicuous. 24 crores people have been lifted from the below poverty line. It is a documented statistics. 24 crore out of 140 crore. Look at the humongous proportion which Mr. Modi has single-handedly through his able and robust governance lifted. It is a statistic. So hunger index is like 80 crores people are getting food at their doorstep. Look at the way the Congress used to spill over, the pilferage used to happen to these intermediaries, bicholias, जो 1 रुपया जाता था और 25 पैसे पहुंचते थे. So that kind of scenario which was existing, you see, Vineet, what has happened is Mr. Modi has shaken up their comfort zone. They thought there will be no other power which can replace Congress in this country. They are the pampered politicians and there is no other political model exists. So they got the cultural shock of their lives. Now Mr. Modi has changed the entire paradigm of development. He has come out with the Gujarat model, I think in 2013, the biennial, and look at the kind of humongous growth which has happened in Gujarat. There are no rights. I mean, he addressed all the 3 sectors, whether it was agriculture, manufacturing and services. He also bailed out people from these Narmada Bachao Andolan, which was highly political. And look at the development which has happened. I'll tell you this, that is one of the highest GSDPs in the country. 30 to 40% export of the total export of the country. Look at the cargo handling in Gujarat. Look at the way kind of industry which have come, textiles. Look at anything, gem, jewelry, food processing, now semiconductor, for example. Semiconductor is such a big revolutionary change which will alter the entire landscape of India's economy. We were depending highly outside. Now, Mr. Modi's formidable leadership, the semiconductor manufacturing is going to happen. So, in which area? You tell me. You just shared some statistics. Gujarat is ahead in unemployment rate is the lowest in Gujarat, 4.4%. So I think we are right now ring fencing our discussion around Gujarat. He can come out with a very widespread, and I can give him rebuttal on each point. I look at the employee provident funds numbers, which has augmented significantly. Is it without the employment? There are, I mean, so and look at, he's saying there is an internal discontentment within BJP. 4 Congress MLAs have left and joined BJP, and they will be contesting in the bipolar elections. So this is the situation right now. And one second. Let me no.
Yeah, but I'm just correcting you.
Let me complete.
MLAs joined BJP. Five.
Let him finish, please. Okay, no speaking over each other, please. No speaking over each other. All right.
Okay.
I'll give an opportunity to everyone. Mr. Tyagi, completely, please wrap up, sir. We have a full house today.
Thank you. You're reinforcing that it is 5, not 4. So that is even far more encouraging. And maybe there will be many more in the process. So don't worry about it. You don't worry about our discontentment. You worry about your own discontentment. So that is the current status. 26 winning. You will see to it. And that is the most of the poll production. It is written conspicuously on the wall that BJP is going to win 26 member of parliament seats. Congress has no scope. Congress was ruling at some point of time till 1995. Congress debacle has happened exponentially because Mr. Modi has brought about such a revolutionary economic change in Gujarat. That model is
understood. Let me also rope in. You're absolutely right, sir. I know all of that. What you're saying is already public in the public domain. Nikhil Jain, political analyst, also with us. Nikhil, are you there with us?
Yes.
Nikhil, as a journalist, I'm compelled to think that most of the debates, and we have tons of them. It's usually rebuke and admonishment and what the other party has not done that formulates, the major part of the to and fro. Do you think the opposition could have been in a better position if actual agenda is related to development and lack of things which they see today would have led the narrative and the rhetoric instead of this admonishment and this back and forth and this bickering that we see on a daily basis? This is a highly intellectual point that I'm trying to make, because sometimes you have to get away from hunger index, sometimes you have to get away from unemployment, you have to in fact focus on what's missing.
So Vineet, I think raising the issue of the hunger index and the poverty indices, that is something that is very important to the country for it has very real consequences. When millions and millions of our children are going to sleep without food on their dinner table, I think that is an issue that any opposition, whether it's the Congress party or any other party, that is an issue that they should be raising. Along with that, the Congress party and other opposition parties have also been raising issues of manifesto promises that were made by Narendra Modi and the BJP in 2014 to 2019 about black money, 15 lakh, bullet train, 2 crore rozgar. And this government has thoroughly failed on all of that. In fact, what they're trying to do is bring out schemes like the Agni-Veer, which is reducing the number of government employment that is available to the youth of the country, as well as creating an issue with the national security. I think these are all very pertinent issues, and the opposition is rightly raising them. So far as my comment on your polls is concerned, that an overwhelming number of people think in Gujarat think that it would be the NDA government that would repeat. I think that is where the BJP has scored over the Congress substantially. That the BJP has managed to create a perception that they are going to take this, fair and square, and there is no fight from the opposition. However, if you have to pragmatically look at the situation between 2019 and 24. What we see is that the Modi government is facing a higher degree of anti-incumbency than it did before. We saw the debacle of the government in the COVID second wave. We've seen how the government has not been able to handle the migrant crisis. We've seen how the farmer protests picked up, how they're raking up again. We've seen the restless controversy panning out. On the other hand, when you talk about the opposition, Rahul Gandhi today is a much, much more credible leader than he was in 2019. The opposition unity, while we may have our concerns about the India alliance not functioning as well as it could have had, it is a lot better than what the 2019 Mahagathbandhan was. At the same time, we are also seeing the Congress party consolidating its hold over parts of the country where it was already in a stronger position. Ago Telangana and Karnataka, where the Congress party now has governments. So far as the Congress, losing out on the governments in the northern part of the country is concerned, yes, they are losing out in terms of the number of seats. But if you look at the vote share in state elections and the Lok Sabha elections, the Congress party has been able to maintain somewhat around a 40% vote share in the state elections in many of the states and about a 20% vote share in the Lok Sabha elections. I feel all that the Congress party and the opposition parties need to do is to mobilize and consolidate their vote shares in a manner that the Congress party crosses the 100 mark. And if the Congress party crosses the 100 mark in the northern part of the country, most of it is going to come at the expense of the BJP, which will then find it very hard to make the government. But Narendra Modi has been going around saying, Abki baar 370 par. I would ask the BJP spokesperson to please explain to me, state by state, where exactly are you looking for those gains of 67? You're already maxed out in the northern part of the country.
No one better to do that than Mr. Himanshu Bhatt. Mr. Himanshu Bhatt, state by state, you need to in fact consolidate. How is the BJP going to manage 370? In fact, Nikhil did not even go across 400, 400 par. He said 370. And secondly, he made a very important point, which I want you to respond to first. He said Rahul Gandhi today, perception-wise, is a more credible leader than the Prime Minister. How do you respond to that? Please first.
Vinit, let me tell you that. That's his thinking. He has the right, to think the way he wants.
No, but what do you think?
What is the perception? What is the perception of the people remains to be seen. And which is not, what he thinks is right or what he thinks he's become more credible. It's not so. Let me tell you one thing, because we are talking about Gujarat. Before I come to state by state, very quickly, first let me tell you about Gujarat. In 2014 and 2019, BJP won all 26 seats. So anything less than that will be considered a defeat for BJP. Let's make it very clear. Now, he was talking about, 40% vote share in the states. What was the vote share of Congress in Gujarat in last year's election, 2022? About 26%, my friend. So let's not talk in air. Let's be factual. That's number one. National vote share, about 20%, which they have been maintaining. 18 to 20%. Will it remain that way? He might think it may go to 100. I might think it's going less than 45. Well, that's a question of perception, right? That's a question of thinking. He has seen the ground the different way. I have seen my ground the different way. I have watched people talking about indexes. They are all sham, because we are still with those people who talk of indexes are the ones who are of the colonial mindset, and they think that Western powers are their bosses. What they say is correct. Sitting in a boardroom, drawing an index and putting Afghanistan and Pakistan above you augurs so much, for their praise. So let's not talk of that. We are Indians. You have to have that self-pride. You cannot be going to the foreign countries and telling my democracy is dying, please save me. And if by that you are going to increase your wage, well, I don't think so. Bharatiya people will accept that. Being a true Indian, I'm saying you this. Now, about increasing the seats. What I think, what's going to happen is, in Uttar Pradesh, they are going to increase 10 seats. They are going to increase 5 seats in West Bengal. In Orissa and Bihar, my apologies. In Orissa and Telangana, they are going to increase another 7 seats. There are going to be 5 to 8 seats in southern states of Tamil Nadu. Well, you might laugh. You can have your things your way. You can think that way, because you are living in some paradise. I am living in my own paradise. I've seen the ground. I've seen the people. I've talked to the people. For 30 years of journalism, I have done nothing else but talk to the people.
Manasvi Thapar into this
and
conversation.
realize what is on ground.
Right.
What's happening.
Manasvi.
The reason behind Congress.
Manasvi, how do you look at the situation? Gujarat is obviously staunchly in favor of the Bharatiya Janta Party. It's staunchly in favor of, the semblance, or rather, the residue of the Prime Minister when he was the Chief Minister. And it's still benefiting the Bharatiya Janta Party. Do you think that this Lok Sabha election is not going to be any exception?
There is no doubt about it. So I don't think it would be foolish of me to say that no, there would be some kind of a change. Why? Because the momentum after 2019's election has been in the favor of BJP. In 2022, look, the kind of mandate BJP took out, the 155 plus seats which they have received. This is like huge for BJP, and at the same time, the Congress does not look like a stable house. The Congress is not practically there in Gujarat. So Gujarat specifically, if we magnify Gujarat, it's a strong bastion of BJP. Apart from that, it's about Modi's state. And whoever the candidate is, there would be problems in BJP. There is no doubt about it. There would be Karyakartas who would not want that outsourced leaders of Congress should come and get tickets and they win on BJP vote bank. They would not want it. They would not like it because they have worked for BJP practically for the last 35, 40 years. That is there. It's going to be there in any political party. But having said that, people in Gujarat, do they vote for MP? No, they vote for Prime Minister. They vote for on the face of Narendra Modi ji. They don't vote for even Amit Shah. They vote for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That is the kind of Gujarat ki asmita. So you have to understand Gujarat is practically different from any other state. Why? Because the Prime Minister is coming from Gujarat and the feeling is Hamara Prime Minister. This feeling no one can take away from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And he also comes there and say that I am the brother of Gujarat, I am the son of Gujarat. So this is that attachment with the Gujaratis. And do you think the last 2022 election was fought on the face of the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Bhupendra Patel? No, it was on Prime Minister's face. Do you think
half of the people in the country might not even know his name?
Correct. Do you think 2017 was on the Chief Minister Vijay Rupani? No, it was on Prime Minister's face. So this is the kind of connect he's having it. So did Congress do something wrong? No. There was a bigger, better player who outperformed you. It is that era. You have to accept it. And further, it's a falling house. Congress leadership is not very much well oiled. Why? Because of that. So is because
Manasvi, who's going to vote for who's voting for Rahul Gandhi?
See, Rahul Gandhi. It's not about Rahul Gandhi. It's about Congress. Congress does have a vote bank.
But Nishan said that Rahul Gandhi is a more credible leader than the Prime Minister. So obviously that credibility has to translate into votes, right?
See, credibility and your personal feelings are two different things, and credibility is something that Nishant is entitled to believe that Rahul Gandhi is credible, and Mukesh is entitled to believe Prime Minister is credible because they come from an ideology party which they have to defend and they have to believe in it. If Nishant is not believing in his own party leader, who else will he believe? So that's the right belief he's having it. And I don't think there could be two different. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Credibility also lies in the eyes of the beholder. So that's how it's going to be. So I don't think that there is any personal choices here. There is no any best here. In a democracy, you have to align to your leader and you also align to the ideology of a political party and you have to defend it. You have to believe in that. Having said that, that does not mean Congress is evaded. Congress still have the 20-25% vote share, be it in Gujarat or in the national capital, but capitalizing it to vote and turning it into a seat is difficult. So what is happening is Congress vote share is divided. It's not segregated in one particular vote wherein they can take out that vote. What happens in Gujarat is, look, from my point of view is, I would salute the Congress Karyakartas in Gujarat specifically is a person who would have joined political party of Congress in his early 20s would right now be in his 55s or 60s but still have been in power, have stayed outside power since last 30 years and still believe in the ideology of Congress. So that's a great belief to be in opposition because while you are in politics, the ultimate aim is to serve people and to serve people is through power. You have to win an election, be in Sarkar and do something. So Congress Karyakartas have been aloof since last 30 years. Even then, they are continuously serving as Karyakartas and believing in the ideology of Congress. So that's really that's really a thing for Congress workers. And apart from that, and if Congress was not there, if Congress leadership is not there, look at the kind of outsourcing is happening in BJP from Congress. That's also there. So what is Congress doing? Congress is acting as an incubator of leadership. They create leaders. They don't manage them well. So what happens? BJP takes them immediately. They win on BJP seat. They become ministers. They become the powerful council. So this is what is happening. So Congress cannot Congress cannot sustain their own leaders. So that's a big problem for Congress. If we have to see what is missing,
let me get a quick response from Chandani Preeti Shah on this as well. Chandani, the permutations, can be spoken about forever, even after the elections are over. But the fact of the matter is that the perception build-up is so powerful at this stage that even if you have solid rhetorical points related to hunger, unemployment, development, they will fall short of telling you and narrating to you that the BJP will not come to power.
So, Vineet, you're very true in that, and whatever Manasvi has said, before this also very truly applies. I am from Gujarat, basically. I know how Gujarat was before 2001 and after 2001, after Narendra Modi became the chief minister of Gujarat. There was a time before 2001, my mom used to take buckets and used to walk like around a kilometer or something to get water. After he became the chief minister of Gujarat, within 2 years in 2003, I come from a very small village. In that village, there was electricity. In village, there was water flowing in near my house. There was like a tap inside my home. So this I have seen, I have experienced, and from that experience, I can tell that Gujarat has Modi's legacy. As a former chief minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi has left behind a strong personal legacy in the state. His policy and his governance model, which we know as the Gujarat model, that resonates positively with the electorate of the state. That is, all the Gujaratis. Now, if we talk about the developmental achievement, I mean, many of the people over here have said that there has been no development in the in Gujarat, and it has been all big talks. But when it comes to the infrastructure development, when it comes to the industrial growth, Gujarat has always emphasized on like renewable energies. Since he was the chief minister till date, he has become the prime minister. You see the progress that has been in Gujarat in the form of Gram Yojana, in the form of gift city, that's Gujarat International Finance Tech City. There was an agriculture initiative called Kamalam, the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, the significant progress in the Sardar Sarovar Dam construction that provided so much of so many irrigation projects in the Sabarmati riverfront development, the bullet train from Mumbai to Ahmedabad, the Statue of Unity, the smart city missions. There were digital Gujarat initiatives which started with Digital India initiative like e-Gram Vishwagram project. There was this video conference equipment schemes, online citizen services. Now, all these things, that the synergy between the state government and the central government in Gujarat, like that, when highlights the benefit for streamlined governance and the implementation of the policies without any bureaucratic delays, and that has been proved with the state of Gujarat. Now, what challenges that the Congress has? That number one, as I said, from 2001, I don't think so that anyone looks towards changing the governance in Gujarat. There is lack of strong local leadership in Congress. Like that's one of the critical challenges that the Congress has. That there is no charismatic local leader who can counter the popularity of Modi and BJP in Gujarat. Okay, the internal party conflicts. Like everyone knows that Congress has been plagued by internal conflicts and it lacks the cohesive strategies. And especially in a state like Gujarat, where the BJP already has a very strong foothold.
Okay.
So,
all right, Chandni, hold on to that thought. Well, we also did a ground survey to what the pulse is in Gujarat, what people feel is going to happen in 2024. We're going to listen to that now.
भाजपा की क्यों भाजपा की योजनाओं को लेकर उसी की सरकार बनेगी क्योंकि वही बात ही और वही आएगी आगे
हर साल तो ये बीजेपी आती है सरकार में तो शायद इस साल भी बीजेपी आएगी और बीजेपी आए उतना अच्छा है
अच्छा कौन कौन
मेरा तो एक ही मुद्दा है हिंदू राष्ट्र का
भाजपा की बीजेपी की सरकार आनी चाहिए ना
क्यों इसके लिए
क्योंकि और बार अच्छा काम करते हैं इसीलिए
हमारी अभी जिंदा है हम सांस ले रहे हैं हम हिंदू है मोदी सरकार ही बनेगी और वो ही रहेगी अब अब हम चाहेंगे वही सरकार बनेगी।
હિન્દુ કે મોદી બનને વાલા હોય તો ઓફકોર્સ ઓર મોદી બનશે એમાં કેમ કે મોદી કીધેલું પણ છે 2047 સુધી મોદી જ રહેવાનો છે ઓર મોદી બનશે તો ફિક્સ જ છે બસ અને ચયનમાં તો આમ કે મોદી ડેવલપમેન્ટ પણ સારું કરે છે એ જ આવશે મોદી ફિક્સ જ છે
अब बीजेपी ही आएगी, वो फाइनल है, इसमें कोई वो नहीं है, ठीक है। और देख बहुत से सारे ऐसे मुद्दे जो कांग्रेस हल नहीं कर पाई है वो बीजेपी ने तुरंत कर दिया। जैसे देखो राम मंदिर का मुद्दा है, आप खुद देख लो 70 साल से चल रहा था, ठीक है। उसके अलावा कहीं ना कहीं गुंडागर्दी चल रही थी कांग्रेस के राज में, वो भी बंद हो गई है। आज गुजरात देखो कितना सेफ है, गुजरात नहीं पूरा इंडिया सेफ है, ठीक है। तो ऐसे बहुत सारे मुद्दे जो बीजेपी ने हल कर दिए, ठीक है। तो फाइनली बीजेपी ही आएगी।
नरेंद्र मोदी मॉडल और राम मंदिर दो ही ब्रांड चलते पे मोदी ब्रांड चलेगी और एकदम बढ़िया बहुमती से बीजेपी सरकार गुजरात में आएगी और पूरे देश में आएगी।
सरकार में क्या है, अभी तो जो काम कर रही है जो सरकार वो बढ़िया काम कर रही है और लगातार वही आगे बढ़ने वाली है।
इसमें तो कोई डाउट नहीं है कौन सी सरकार बनी है, तो सभी को पता है कि कौन सी सरकार बनने वाली है। और बात विकास की है तो विकास तो अभी ऑल ओवर इंडिया में, मेरा ऑफिस के टूर में जाता रहता हूँ ऑफिशियली, तो विकास तो पूरा इंडिया में हो रहा है, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। और सरकार भी सभी को पता है कि कौन सी आने वाली है। थैंक यू।
Okay, I'm going to go to Nishant, Congress spokesperson. Nishant, I counted 11 people that we spoke to. All of them said the same thing. It's going to be the BJP. Some of them said, we don't know, it's the right thing to do, that the BJP should come. Some of them said it's the Ram Mandir. Some people said that it's the stability that they have brought to Gujarat. There hasn't been any internal turmoil like the Congress has seen in Punjab and Rajasthan. So there is no doubt that the Bharatiya Janta Party is going to come back in Gujarat, and perhaps this is also something which can be extended to the major part of the country as well. How does the Congress deal with a challenge like this? It cannot be all about the hunger index. It cannot be about electoral bonds. It cannot be about unemployment, because obviously if the unemployed have to speak, they will have to be from the class and the creed of people that we have spoken to in Gujarat.
Vinit, first of all, I'm very thankful that Ms. Chandni is from Gujarat, and the pictures I'm going to show you.
Are you going to answer my question? Are you going to answer my question or not?
Of course I will answer. Of course I will answer. But if you just give me 10 seconds, I need to counter something.
I'll give you 10 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes as long as you answer my question.
No, I want to show you some reality. I want to show you one small presentation in 10 seconds. Ms. Chandni will agree with me. This is the real picture of all the cities of Gujarat. You can see the stray cattle. Ms. Chandni, you will be agree with me. This is the picture of a small boy. He lose his eyes just because of stray cattle in almost all the cities of Gujarat. This is the picture of Gujarat when rain falls in inches and the water blockage is in foot. So many evidences I can show you that the picture of Gujarat model showing towards India, showing in entire world, it's not the reality, it's not the ground reality. You are talking about, one gentleman said here that 100 smart cities and, the international agencies, we cannot digest the data of international agencies. But this international agency, Times Magazine, when they show Narendra Modi is one of the most...
Mr. Bhatt, please, don't interrupt. Mr. Bhatt, don't interrupt. Mr. Bhatt, don't interrupt. Mr. Bhatt, don't interrupt, please. Mr. Bhatt, don't interrupt. Okay.
Do not interrupt me.
Nishant, I'm speaking for you. Nishant, I'm speaking for you. All right, hold on. Mr. Bhatt, don't interrupt, sir. All right, go on, Nishant, go on. Finish your point, Nishant. Finish your point. Finish your point, please.
You cannot stop my voice. You cannot do dictatorship here.
He is nobody to stop your voice, Nishant.
I know your mentality.
Hold on, Nishant.
I know your mentality.
Nishant, he's no one to stop your voice. I'm conducting this debate. Go on.
I know you are fascist.
Go on, Nishant. Nishant, now you're getting off track. Nishant, you're going off track now. Nishant, you're going off track.
Vinit.
Yes.
Vinit. One gentleman said here that international, we cannot trust on any international data or any international agencies. But when Times Magazine, United States, When they say that Narendra Modi is powerful Prime Minister of India, then you have to digest. But when other Freedom Index and Hunger Index data comes here, you do not digest. How can it possible? Another gentleman says that 5 MLAs went from Congress to BJP, and now just today BJP declared them to give them tickets from BJP mandate in by-elections. It's encouraging. We are not encouraging. It's encouraging agitation within your party. Why your party workers? They just left with the work of cleaning the chairs. They just left with the work of fixing the BJP flag. Only Congress people, Congress leaders are getting so many things when they reach to BJP. It's not like that. When you are talking about smart cities, we do not need such smart cities. Ms. Chandni is from Gujarat. Please give me only one city name who is smart city. Is it Ahmedabad smart city? You consider Ahmedabad a smart city? You consider Baroda, Surat, Rajkot, Bhavnagar, Surendranagar? Which city is smart city in Gujarat? Only and only corruption by municipality communities. Only and only corruption happen just because of this corruption. Hardly more can happen, Vinit. You have shown the pictures in your channel. 12 kids, small kids and two teachers, just because of in boat, they have been killed, and nobody made any statement for them. Nobody give them any kind of support at all.
Okay, Mr. Tyagi wants to respond. I think that was Mr. Tyagi who wanted to respond. Mr. Tyagi, go ahead.
Vinit, allow me.
Go ahead.
You see, Congress got very, very vociferous. I mean, there is nothing wrong with that. He's entitled to. But look at that.
But he's saying the model in Gujarat, which is being projected, Mr. Tyagi, is not correct.
I'm telling you, they're digging up their own graves. Mumtaz Ahmad Patel's daughter, who has been serving Bharuch constituency for last 2 years with her brother, and it was given that she will contest the election. What happened last moment? She was denied the ticket, and she's apologizing. So this is the plight of Congress right now, and Bharuch, which was like almost a monopolistic constituency of Congress. So they are doing everything possible wrong, and they have the audacity to defend themselves. Look at the popularity. Where BJP popularity is rising, Mr. Modi's popularity is rising, Congress popularity has reduced from 32% to 26%. Others have gone up. So Congress popularity, despite all their evidences, people are not taking them as a credible thing. Rahul Gandhi told Prime Minister Modi, which is his homeland, he is a panoti. Can you imagine the kind of a statement Rahul Gandhi is making? He has no political wisdom at all. And he is trying to agitate and wants to win the votes in Gujarat. I think absolutely, completely, what I say is a loss, completely collapse of the political wisdom of Rahul Gandhi and his followers. So Congress is not scoring anywhere by simply showing few evidences here and there. They are trying to tarnish such a great model and focusing what Chandni said and what smart. What have you done? Out of 10 years of UPA rule, 9 mega scams happened, and they continue to remain in that scam-driven mindsets. That's why they're not finding BJP as a model which has challenged their style of governance, which was a crony capitalism, phone banking. Rahul Gandhi should be the only Prime Minister of India. There's nobody else in the country. Look at the way Shashi Tharoor was humiliated by them. A lot of Congress seats were humiliated. They are the one who wrote to the President Obama not to give.
Okay, I'm not sure if Nikhil is here with us. Nikhil, are you there?
Gujarati will not forget this insult. That don't give visa to. This is
all right. I want Nikhil to come in now. Nikhil, I want you to respond to what Mr. Tyagi said. Nikhil.
First of all, Vinit, I'd like to clarify a few points that were made earlier. It was Himanshuri, it wasn't Nishant who made the point about Rahul Gandhi's credibility. It was me. And since there's already a Congress panelist, I intend to make a dispassionate analysis of things. Of course, by my personal view, Rahul Gandhi is a more credible leader than Narendra Modi, but that is not what I was saying. What I was saying was that Rahul Gandhi of 2024 is a much more credible leader than Rahul Gandhi of 2019. My point was simple, that the BJP is below what they used to be 5 years ago, and the opposition, the Congress and Rahul Gandhi is beyond what they were in 2019, which is why I made the point that the opposition most likely is going to see its numbers increase in this time of in 2024 compared to 2019, and the BJP will see a decline in those numbers. And the point I was making earlier was that the BJP, wherever it has gotten its numbers, in most of those places, it is at the max capacity. You have 26 out of 26 in Gujarat. You can't go to 34. The only place that you can go is down. So far as BJP's seat tally in other parts of the country where it didn't have an account, like Tamil Nadu, is concerned, there isn't any strong evidence to prove that the BJP is opening its account again, this time around either. Also, to my point that I had made earlier, that in the north, the Congress party maintains a 40% plus vote share in various states, Himachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. All these latest state elections that have been held, the Congress party has had a 40 or roughly about a 40% vote share. And on the point of smart cities, bullet trains, and all of those things, I completely agree with Nishant that I don't see any smart city in the country despite promises of 72 smart cities. No bullet train has yet started from Ahmedabad to Bombay. Of course, work is still going on, as is going on for 1,000 other things that
Okay, let me quickly get responses from everybody else as well. Yeah, I apologize. We have to get responses from everybody else as well. We have a Chopal to talk about. Chandni, I want you to respond. In fact, Nishant responded to your being from the state of Gujarat.
So, it is laughable that they do not even have the knowledge of what, there are how many smart cities in Gujarat, and over here they are coming to debate. Let me educate you, school you, Mr. Nishant. So there are 5 smart cities in Gujarat, which I at least know. Number 1, the leading smart city, that's Ahmedabad. You can clap all you want. You're looking very cute. Number 1 is Ahmedabad, right? The focus has been on improving the urban mobility in smart way, waste management, digital governance. The key initiatives that are included in the development that are Sabarmati Front, smart schools, intelligent traffic management systems, e-governance service, to make the civic services more accessible to the residents. The second number is Surat. The biggest diamond and textile industries are in Surat. You can keep the cow picture in your hand. All I care about. All right. The city has implemented smart solutions for water management, transportation, public safety. That includes the installation of CCTV surveillances across the city, smart roads, integrated transport systems. That enhances the quality of the urban life that is there in Surat, the connectivity, and also it is one of the most cleanest cities of India. All right. The third is Vadodara. Vadodara has smart city initiatives, which includes smart...
Sorry, Vadodara is 33. I'm challenging you, Ms. Chandni. Vadodara is on number of 33. Do not lie here. Don't lie here, please. I am from Vadodara. I am from... You can call
Vadodara. Keep your ears open. I'm talking about Gujarat.
No, you are lying. You are 100%.
Okay, all right. Okay, fair enough. At least let her finish her point. Let her finish her point, Nishant. She did not scream and shout at you when you were making your point. Come on, let's not do this. Let her finish her point. Chandni.
Thank you. So the third smart city is Vadodara. And it has, smart classrooms, LED street lightings, the green spaces and parks that have been developed. It also focuses on smart water management, urban mobility, etc. Rajkot is also there, which is becoming a smart city now.
Okay, all right. Okay, quickly responses from Manasvi and Mr. Bhatt. We have run out of time. Half a minute to each one of you, and then we wrap up. Yeah, Manasvi, go ahead.
One thing Nishant made a point is that smart cities are bleeding money for the government, which government Niti Aayog itself has said it. So it's not a project which the government itself also vouch on that front. Other point is, see, this particular government has given so many things to the present opposition on a platter to counter, but they have failed it. Be it whatever Nishant said on corruption in Gujarat or municipality corruption in Gujarat or smart cities, but where is the Congress there? There are muddas. It is not that there are no issues in Gujarat, but even after that, Congress is not there in even 3 digits in Gujarat. For example, in Vidhan Sabha, so it's less than 20 seats in Gujarat. The kind of questions which Nishant is asking here, that kind of question people are not sanitized with, or people don't go with that kind of pulse with that. That is why 155 plus seats has been given away to BJP. So this is that irony. So there are issues in Gujarat. It is not that Gujarat is the greatest state of the world. There are issues in Gujarat, but Congress is not able to take that issues to the voters and convert it into vote bank and convert it into seats and convert it into
Sarkar. Right. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. Thank you everyone for this insightful conversation. Well, we actually did a ground chopal to figure out the pulse of the people of Gujarat and what they feel about the coming elections in 2024. We're going to, in fact, listen in to that response.
लोकसभा जो 2024 का जो चुनाव है वो उसको महज कुछ दिन जो है वो बाकी रह गए, तब हम लोगों से प्रतिक्रिया जो है वो जानने का प्रयत्न करेंगे कि किस तरह से लोग जो है वो क्या सोचते हैं, लोग को क्या मुद्दा चाहिए जब वो वोट डालने के लिए जाएंगे, तो कौन से ऐसे महज मुद्दे होंगे जो उनके जहन में होंगे जबकि वो वोट डालने जाएंगे। अभी हम फिलहाल अगर बात करें तो इंडिया न्यूज की जो टीम है वो अहमदाबाद के SG हाईवे पर पहुंच चुकी है, जो कि सरखोज और गांधीनगर को टच करता हुआ जो रोड है, ये गोता इलाका है, जो कि केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री जो अमित शाह है उनकी उनके अंदर जो है ये इलाका आता है। यहाँ से अमित भाई जो है वो इस बार भी उनका ही नाम जो है उम्मीदवार के तौर पर घोषित किया गया है। और यहाँ पर किस तरह का विकास हुआ है, लोगों के जहन में कौन सी योजनाएं है जिसको लेकर वो वोट डालना चाहते हैं, लोग क्या सोचते हैं कि कौन सी सरकार जो है वो बनेगी। ये गोता इलाका है। पहले यहाँ पर जो ये ब्रिज सरखेज से लेकर गांधीनगर तक जो ब्रिज जो थे वो पहले बनाए नहीं थे और उसकी वजह से काफी ट्रैफिक की समस्याएं जो थी वो उत्पन्न होती थी। लेकिन अभी सरखेज से गांधीनगर के बीच में हर एक जगह पर, हर एक चौराहे पर जो है वो ब्रिज कहीं न कहीं बनाए गए हैं, जिसको लेकर भी लोगों से हम जानने का प्रयत्न करेंगे कि लोग क्या कहना चाहते हैं, सरकार जो है वो किसकी बनेगी, लोगों के जहन में क्या मुद्दे हैं। लोग यहाँ पर कुछ उपस्थित हैं, उनसे बातचीत करते हैं और जानने का प्रयत्न करते हैं। क्या नाम है आपका?
मेरा नाम है महेश पटेल।
अच्छा महेश भाई, लोकसभा 2024 के चुनाव आ रहे हैं, क्या लगता है कौन सी पार्टी जीत सकती है और कौन से ऐसे मुद्दे हैं जो कि आपके जहन में है जिसको लेकर आप वोट डालोगे, सरकार चुनने का प्रयत्न करोगे, और सरकार से आप क्या अभी भी सुधार चाहते हैं?
सरकार से अभी कुछ सुधार तो चाहते ही है, क्योंकि वो काम अभी विकास का जो कर रहा है वो बहुत अच्छा ही कर रहा है, लेकिन कभी कुछ गलतियां भी हो भी जाती है। जैसे मानो कि वो सरकार वो आवास योजना का जो मकान देता है तो इसे भी लोगों को मिल जाता है कि जिनके पास 2-2, 3-3 मकान होते हैं, वाकई जिसकी ज़रूरत होती है उसको नहीं मिल पाता, तो उसको ध्यान रखना चाहिए। और रही बात तो सरकार की, तो अभी तो उसके पास 2 ऑप्शन है, योगी और मोदी है, और मुझे नहीं लगता कि विपक्ष के पास कोई नाम है। अगर वो नाम जाहिर करे तो पता चलेगा किसको बैठाना चाहते हैं। अभी उसका तो कोई नाम ही क्लियर नहीं हुआ। बीजेपी वालों को तो है, योगी और मोदी तो है, तो उसके नाम से अभी तो चल रहा है।
अच्छा, ये 2 बार से ये सरकार जो है लगातार चलती आ रही है, और लगता है आपको कि इस इलाके में पहले से अब तक कुछ विकास हुआ है?
नहीं, विकास तो बहुत हुआ है ना। ये देखो 6 लेन भी बन गया है, पहले सिंगल पट्टे का रोड था। ये सब विकास तो दिख रहा है ना, चारों तरफ नज़र लगा के भी आप देख सकते हो, विकास तो हुआ है।
पहले तो मैं यही देखूंगा कि हमारे जो एरिया में है जो पेंडिंग काम है, जो पिछली बार जो सरकार बनी थी उन्होंने वादे किए थे कि रोड बनाने, ब्लॉक लगवाने, स्ट्रीट लाइट, पानी का, ये सब काम हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है, वो सब देखेंगे सर। सर विकास तो सही है सर, एकदम प्रॉपर वे पे जा रहा है, पर एक पॉइंट मेरा ये है कि महंगाई, अभी का जो मेन पॉइंट है वो महंगाई है कि ज़्यादातर क्या घर नहीं चल सकता है, जो आम आदमी रहता है उनका घर नहीं चल सकता है सर। ये
इसमें सर क्या है, महंगाई तो होगा, क्योंकि जो महंगाई, अब जो किसान है उसको खेत का जो पैदाश होता है उसका दाम नहीं मिलेगा, तो फिर वो बोलता है कि हमारा कुछ नहीं हुआ है, इसके हिसाब से महंगाई बढ़ रहा है। विकास का काम देखोगे तो वहाँ पे क्या है, आवास योजना का जो मकान दे रहा है वो है, फिर वो गटर लाइन है, रोड लाइन है, वो सब कुछ मतलब डेवलप हो ही रहा है। तो इसके हिसाब से बीजेपी तो फाइनल ही है कि वहाँ पे आएगी। गुजरात की 26 सीट में 26 से 26 पूरा आएगा। सुधार है अभी, क्योंकि थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम अभी आ रहा है, टेक्निकल इश्यू भी होता है। मान लो कि थोड़ा ट्रैफिक पुलिस का थोड़ा कंट्रोल होता है, मतलब ट्रैफिक हो रहा है, वो सब अभी नियंत्रण में लाने के लिए सरकार अभी भी कोशिश कर रही है। इसके लिए वो सरकार अभी कोशिश तो करती है, ऐसा तो है नहीं कि बीजेपी सरकार काम नहीं कर रही है। बीजेपी सरकार काम कर रही है, लेकिन पहले का जो गड्ढा था उसको भरने में इतना टाइम लग रहा है।
उनके पास इतने काबिल लोग ही नहीं है ना, किसको जाहिर करेंगे वो? कोई नाम तो होगा ना जो पूरे देश को संभाल सके। आज़ादी के बाद उन्होंने सत्ता संभाली थी, फिर भी वो बेकारी करके अभी भी रो रहे हैं। तो इनको तो पता इतना तो होना चाहिए कि सबसे पहली सरकार तो हमारी आई थी, हमने वो बेकारी खत्म किया, तो आज बेकारी का प्रश्न ही नहीं होता ना। तो 70 साल में वो नहीं कर पाई, अब क्या कर पाएगी वो?
सर वही है कि अपनी पार्टियों के बंदे को सही से यानी ट्रीट नहीं कर पाते। जो बीजेपी वो पॉइंट ज़्यादा बेस पे रखते हैं वो लोग।
मेरे को लगता है भाजपा आएगी, उसने काम भी अच्छा किया है और वो करेगी सरकार आगे भी।
अच्छा लगता है। कांग्रेस भी सामने है, कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी का गठबंधन हुआ है, लगता है इससे कुछ भारतीय जनता पार्टी को असर होगा?
नहीं होगा, काम भी नहीं आगे उनका कुछ, भाजपा का ही काम दिखता है।
यानी कि बिल्कुल लोग जिस तरह से मानते हैं कि जो काम है वो अभी की जो सरकार है उसके द्वारा किए गए हैं, साथ ही ये भी है कि लोगों का ये भी मानना है कि जिस तरह से जो विकास के जो कार्य है वो लगातार होते जा रहे हैं, जिसको लेकर भी लोगों का मानना है कि जो वर्तमान सरकार है सभी की सभी लोग जो है इस बार आएंगे और फिर से यही सरकार बनेगी, क्योंकि लोगों के जो जहन में जो मुद्दा है वो विकास का है, लेकिन साथ ही साथ कहीं महंगाई का भी मुद्दा जो है वो लोग लेकर जिसको चल रहे हैं कि महंगाई भी अगर कंट्रोल में की जाए तो इससे काफी मुनाफा है जो वो हो सकता है। यानी कि लोग अभी भी कहीं ना कहीं बिल्कुल कतराते हैं बोलने से कि आचार संहिता भी लग गई है, तो इसीलिए लोग कहीं ना कहीं बोलने से कतराते हैं। लेकिन जिस तरह से ये जो इलाका है वहाँ पर लोगों का जिस तरह से मानना है कि विकास के जो कार्य है वो यहाँ पर बिल्कुल हुए हैं। ये एसजी हाईवे यहाँ पर सरखेज से लेकर गांधीनगर का सबसे बड़ा अहमदाबाद का ट्रैफिक जो डाइवर्ट है वो यहाँ पर होता है, और यहाँ पर सरखेज से लेकर गांधीनगर तक 6 लेन रोड बनाए गए। साथ ही साथ बहुत सारी जो ऐसी विकास की भी जो परियोजनाएं हैं जिसको लेकर भी जो है लोगों का मानना है कि सरकार जो है इस बार बीजेपी की भी बन सकती है। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं इस बार कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी का जो गठबंधन हुआ है, जो नाम जो आए हैं सामने, उसमें से अगर बात करें तो काफी सारे लोग ये भी मानते हैं कि कांटे की टक्कर कुछ सीटों पर जो है वो हो सकती है। लेकिन अब क्या परिणाम होगा ये तो आने वाला वक्त ही बताएगा। कैमरा पर्सन किस्तो आठावले के साथ जतिन रावल, इंडिया न्यूज, अहमदाबाद।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.